Hello, Visible and Fearless One. It's Tori Cruz here. Today, I want to bust a bit of a myth. And the myth is that the purpose of video in your business is to develop that know, like, and trust factor. Myth busted. I don't agree with this at all. I think there has to already be an element of know, like, and trust if we're even going to bother to hit play. And we already trust that you're not going to waste our time if we're going to watch your video. Right? Sure, the video might help us get to know and like you more over time, or a range of videos might do that, but it's not the purpose of video in your business and for your business. So what is the purpose? I believe the purpose of video for your potential client in that client journey prior to purchase is to facilitate epiphanies. That's it, to facilitate epiphanies. What you want to be doing is looking at all of the epiphanies that have to happen for your client to move from being not a suitable client for you to being the ideal client for you, and to see what you can do to nurture those people who are 2 steps away from that ideal client situation or belief system or knowledge base, to have the epiphanies that they need to have in order to get to the place where they are ready to work with you. Now, this is a gift. This is such a gift. You know, if you have compassion for that person suffering, if you can show that you understand where they're at and you're not just there, you know, rubbing that pain point, pushing that bruise and going, yeah, it's really bad, isn't it? And look at all the implications of this badness on the rest of your life. You're not doing that. You're providing solutions immediately to their perceived problems. And those solutions and experiences and conversations with you facilitate epiphanies of, oh, I get it. I get it now. I'm going to do that. Thank you. I'm going to do that thing. And as I'm doing that thing, I'm going to come to realize that my perceived problem is not my real problem. My real problem is the next step on the client journey. And look at that. You've thought of that too. You really, really get me. And now you're willing to hold my hand through that step. So if you've got a webinar, you betcha I'm going to be there, because, you know, you blew my mind in 3 minutes. So of course I'm going to come and spend 60 minutes with you. Everyone goes on about webinars are the most connected way to sell, and that's true, but it only works if you have proved your value proposition, if you have provided value in the lead up to that webinar. And I see this a lot with webinar copy in emails, lots of reminders for webinars, but there's no actual value in those emails leading up to the webinar. What a waste. You know, we'll tell our own story. At that point, we don't care yet. We don't care about you yet. We're still too involved in our own issue, you know? So I think this is the thing. Video is your opportunity to show that you really understand this person, that you really get it. And not only are you willing to give them stuff for free, you're actually willing to facilitate a real solution for free that allows them to have the epiphanies and the growth that moves them along your client journey, so that then they are the ideal client to work with you. Because let's face it, if you're attracting clients that are not quite ready for you or not quite ready for the work, they don't get the results, and that affects, you know, your impact in the world and also your testimonials. It has a really big flow-on effect to the perceived value of your work. And so I believe that this is the purpose of video, to facilitate the epiphanies along the client journey that show that 1, you understand your client, 2, you can provide solutions at the front end, and spending time with you is value dense, and 3, that if they're going to take the next step, you are the person to do that with. Know, like, and trust is fluff compared to that. And until next time, I cannot wait to see you on camera. Lots of love.